Good morning. Story time with Sam, 10 out of 12, October 22. So this is the 10th of 12 snippets into the life of a small accountancy practice owner. And what did October 22 bring? It brought a lot of time blocking, more productivity and less procrastination. So a few weeks ago I posted on LinkedIn about a timer cube that I use when I'm struggling to keep concentration on the task in hand. And lots of people commented on that post saying that they found the idea very useful, be it a very simple thing that I'm doing. A lot of people said, wow, yeah, I can see how that could be effective. So a few people said that they'd subsequently gone and bought one of these cubes. So this is the cube, and you'll see that it has the different times on it that you can set. So, excuse the beeping. If I wanted 15 minutes, then I put 15 minutes face up, and it will let off a very shrill alarm when 15 minutes is up. So why do I use this? Well, sometimes I get very easily distracted. I'm sure most of us do. And it's usually when I'm working on something that's very important, but not with an immediate deadline. So I work very well under pressure. When there's a task which isn't urgent, or isn't a deadline task, I find my mind wanders more and I'm a lot more likely to procrastinate, to step away from the task in hand, to go and do anything else other than what I should be doing. So how does this time blocking method help? Well, I don't like to become overly structured. So there are plenty of kind of methods of working out there where you time block every single half-hour slot or 20-minute slot within your diary in the day. It doesn't really work for me. I don't like to be overly structured to the point where I feel trapped by a schedule. So what the time block does is it helps me to force concentration for a small amount of time. So there are lots of studies showing that we can't actually concentrate for more than and then a set amount of time. I can't just recall, but something like 40 minutes to 60 minutes for an optimum concentration level. So when I'm working on a task and I'm struggling to concentrate, I set the timer, and then I don't allow myself to get distracted by anything until the timer beeps. So that's no emails, so I close my email down altogether. Don't check my mobile phone, so that goes away fully on silent, not even on vibrate, because if I hear it vibrate, I'll know that there's alerts and I'm more likely to kind of break off and check it. And I don't even let myself have a cup of tea or coffee. So the maximum time I do this for at any given point is 2 hours. I think that's a little bit too long, to be honest. I think 60 minutes is like optimum time for me. So I'll set the 60-minute timer and then don't let myself get distracted by anything until the timer goes off. And the level of productivity within that 60 minutes, I find, is like nothing else. So time blocking is basically the opposite of multitasking. So it promotes focus and deep work, and it allows for really high concentration levels for that one single task. And what I also find is that it triggers the reward center in my brain. So because I don't allow myself to get lost in my phone for 10 minutes or even to make myself a coffee, when the buzzer goes off, I feel like I've accomplished something, and I'm like, well, you can have a brew, I can check my phone. And it sounds ridiculous, but really it's not. It's what we're brought up on as children. You know, we have certain times that we're supposed to do something. Right, think right back to primary school, sit down, do some maths for 20 minutes, then you can have playtime. And it's the same kind of reward factor, the like cycle of reward that goes on in your brain. It doesn't change, you know, throughout life. We just block it off and say, you know, I don't need to do that because I'm a grown-up and I can concentrate when I need to. But for me, it's not necessarily true. So I hope that some of you find it useful. My timer cube was, sorry about all the beeping, you can turn it off. My timer cube was a freebie at a Sage event. I do keep telling them that they should make new ones with their new branding on. So far they're ignoring me, but the more attention this gets, the more people that want them, more likely they are to do that. So let me know if you find this method useful, and let me know if you decide to try it out as well. And I will see you next month. Have a great one.